Hey, great morning to you again. This is my first live here in 2020 for the Parents Go to Parents Network. But I just wanted to share something with you going into this year of 2020, which is the year of sight, the year of being 4C. You know, understanding that we must look towards the future. We must be able to understand that vision and those desires that we have. And when I say we, I mean we as parents. We as parents of athletes must be able to have that foresight so we can best be able to be supportive to our children. But what I want to touch on real quick this morning, real quick, and it's not going to be anything major, it's going to be just something real quick. But what I want to touch on this morning, and great morning to you, Angela. I haven't talked to you in a while, haven't seen you in a while. Hopefully all classes are gone and you're moving on to bigger and better things. So great morning to you. But what I want to talk to you about real quick this morning, parents, is this awful, awful plague that has infected and disrupted our community. And when I say our community, I mean community of young athletes. This plague has infected us to the point of we as parents have become seriously dumbfounded. And that's not to say that anyone is dumb. It's just simply saying that we as parents have been fooled, hoodwinked by this ugly plague that has infected our community. And what plague am I talking about? I'm talking about reclassification. How many times have you heard about athletes that have reclassified? Simply ask the first and foremost question. Why have they reclassified? And let's look at the bigger question. Why have we as parents reclassified them? Because there isn't a high school student that I know of, or a middle school student that I know of, that's all of a sudden going to jump up there and say, hey, I want to reclassify, or I'm going to reclassify. And that's allowed through the guidance system. So the reclassification thing is something that has affected us as parents of athletes. What do I mean by reclassification for those of you who are not familiar with that term? Well, if you think back to our time period, or should I say my time period, when someone was put back in the same grade, that was normally you stayed back. There's something wrong with you. That was normally a major concern. Now we're doing it for the purpose of sports, which is really and truly confusing for me. So what? Your child is now bigger, stronger, faster than all the other kids that he is playing with. And I say he and not she, because oftentimes that's not happening with female athletes. Occasionally it may happen. But I'm looking at this issue of this reclassification as being an ugly plague that has hit our community. And we need to do something about it. We as parents need to do something about it. Because it's not the children that's going out there and reclassifying themselves. It's us as parents that's going out there and reclassifying our children. Because now they're able to get on the court or the field, whatever, and be bigger, stronger, and faster. Well, if you started preparing them early enough and you took interest in what they were doing in school and making sure that they did maintain those grades and they was getting the best out of whatever sport they was involved in, then you wouldn't have to worry about trying to reclassify them later on. So this ugly plague with the hope and the dream that my child one day is going to make it to the professional ranks, it has taken over our minds. And again, we as parents need to say enough is enough. This is M.A. Scott from the Parents Culture Parents Network. Hey, you have a great day. Shout out to all my folks out there that chimed in on this Facebook Live. I see you, Mike Washington. I see you, Britt. I see you, Ray. That's a great author there. Y'all need to check out some of his works. I see you, Jesse. And of course, Angela. Hey, all of you have a great day. We're out.